AITA for telling my husband I'm tired of hearing the same stories over and over again. My husband and I have been together for 4 years. He's 29. I'm 26. I love him more than anything. I'm 8 months pregnant and so physically tapped out and exhausted. My husband is very social. He has a huge social group and I love his outgoing nature, but I admit I have a short fuse recently, especially when it comes to listening to his stories. It happens daily. It depends for how long or how many times. Yes, I know when you're with somebody you love, they sometimes repeat stories. But what happens if that's what 80% of the conversation becomes? It becomes a monologue of him reciting a story, detail for detail, and I have to act like I haven't heard it. Even if I say, oh haha, I remember that, or if I try to change up the subject real quick, 20 seconds about that, then I hear, anyways. And then he's back to his stories. They're all from anything like middle school to 2020 era, about him and his buddies, or people he hasn't seen or spoken to in years. It's just him talking at me. I will tell him something I'm feeling, and he will be like, that reminds me of when I broke my wrist when I was 16, and my friend Bryce did this. I get he wants to relate, but it's more than that sometimes. Like me bringing up going to the gym, and he will tell me again how him and his friends used to act/talk to each other when they lifted weights a little. The other day, we went out for lunch. He had a few beers. I was having really bad hip pain and I was visibly exhausted. Sometimes when he drinks, he gets a little talkative, and before I knew it, the whole 1 to 2 hours of us being out turned into him talking about his college days, stories I've already heard of. Multiple times he said, so me and Dylan knew this kid who we hung out with like once or twice. I remember at one party he said something to me and goes so off track, then talks about fake IDs, etc. He looked at me and said, looks like you're not enjoying talking to me. I told him I'm exhausted and I don't have the capacity to listen to his stories anymore. He seemed offended. It's just really starting to wear on me mentally.